Hello, today I would like to show you the best finding of the year if we are talking about the military batteries. If you are using the lithium ion from a BB-2590U or nickel metal hydride, the BB-390B, you are going to find that extremely useful. So what is today, what was my finding before, the best way to tap power from those batteries? The best way was to purchase an obsolete battery adapter for a PRC148. This is battery adapter. You screw your PRC148 and you've got this cable and you can plug it to your battery and put on your tactical vest or into the backpack, and you've got an extremely long battery life. That was the easiest way to source that connector if you are, of course, don't want to deal with a military company official dealers, because those type of plugs are extremely expensive and it's problematic to just get one piece of them. So that was my easiest finding for today. I've got like 10 plugs of this over time, so I just cut them here. I was really trying to not throw that away, so I was just mounting a SP13 plug, just like that. Here is a different battery eliminator, and I've got exactly the same thing, but just imagine that I've got one plug here, and I can still reuse that, but I've got that connector alone. But I'm pretty sure that source of those cheap adapters, this whole adapter, is cheaper from a surplus market than buying just the plug alone. So that was the deal. But the source, I'm pretty sure it's going to dry up. They are going to be stop available and you are going to be stuck with a problem what to do. And this is the answer. The holy grail from China, from AliExpress. The company is called FCS and the model number X is a X4. That company is manufacturing battery that looks exactly like this, but it's got a screw. You can undo that empty shell that you are going to purchase. You are going to put your lithium ion generic batteries, and you've got a military battery that is fully service able, and it's working, from what I heard, it's working great, but it does not have a SM bus, it does not have a charge enable pins. That battery have a SM bus and the charge enable pins. Those battery does not have that, but they are much cheaper, and most likely you are going to never use the SM bus unless you've got a very expensive measurement device that can read from the microcontroller and tell you the battery capacity, health status, and things like that. They are selling those battery boxes, but I wasn't interested in them since I've got a lot of real genuine one. But in form of addition, like a bonus, they are manufacturing a power supply and the charger for them. So if you buy the battery holder, you can get a charger. And this is what I purchased. I purchased that as a spare part. This is something that they are selling as a spare part, and this is a charger. It directly routes that small connector, DC barrel jack. It's routing it to the pins. The pins are routed in parallel, and you can recharge your battery. But and then that would be not interesting for me, except on the side they put a XT60, like hobby RC cars plug, And that changed everything. That like a drop a bomb, because for a good price you are getting devices like this. If you take a look, of course they look totally different, but I'm going to show you that they are actually exactly the same. You've got the 4 pins that they are in reality use. You've got one pair of 12 volt and the second pair, but in that configuration they are shorted together, linking those two batteries as a one big 12 volt battery. This is what we've got. So the idea is that we can easily tap from military battery using this set. You remove that piece. You've got a spike here, spike there, our 4 pins that are really used. And here we've got one hole, second hole, and the pins. We are aligning them together like that. And you are done. You can tap from your military battery in something that you can buy cheaply from China. And to be honest, the pins looks good. The pins looks beefy. We are going to open that in seconds. And one time more, I would like to emphasize that you are buying this whole set, and that was like a spare part, and it just arrived like this, nothing more. I purchased for that alone like a 50 centimeter of a Velcro. This is not included in package. I buy this aftermarket from some shop. It was sold like a Velcro organizer, 50 centimeter. So to mount it securely, we are going to grab our Velcro. We go like this, just like that. We grab our battery, we connect here, then we grab it like that. We thread it. The dimension of that is 2 centimeters. So I saw on the picture they have 3 centimeter, very common, but remember to order a 2 centimeter one. You go like this, and now you nicely secure it. Just take a look at this. It's not going to come off. You can have it in your backpack. It's nice, secure, and you can tap. Just take a look. How does it look? Because for me, that was the best finding. Off shelf, you just clicking and it arrived. Let's take a look inside what kind of wiring they decided to use and whether we can change it for a 24 volt if we need. So let me undo that. We undo the Velcro. You go like this and you've got a space to undo it. And the screw, let me find it. This screw is pretty weird. H1.5. This is how it's being called. And it fit perfectly. So let's try to undo that. And let's see what kind of wire they decided to use. And this is amazing that you can buy that online and you can stop relying on like a military stock, because the price are going to go up. Let's see what we've got inside. And this is how it looks. They make it pretty nice. They've got their logo, some sort of fuse, but the fuses looks like just a 0 ohm resistor, but maybe I'm wrong. So we've got a PCB, and yeah, let's take a look. I unscrewed the PCB, all 5 screws, but it's not going to be moved. Most likely I would have to desolder the all 4 pins because they are stuck and fitted into that. They are not going to be go inside. So you are most likely going to stuck with that configuration unless, of course, you are going to make your own PCB. I'm taking a look at this for a second and it looks pretty good. If you take a look, we've got both ground joined together. Those are the positive 4 and the 5. If you take a look here at the diagram of the pin number 4 is a positive from one battery, and from the other battery, number 5 is also a positive. I will try to get a good focus. You see 4, 5 are positive, 2 and the 3 are negatives. So if we go back here, we can see the trace is pretty beefy, and it go like this through fuse and go back to 4, and they are joined together. Let me screw everything back and we are going to make our self cable to try it out. Everything is put back together and we are going to build our cable. So this is a XT60 plug, the male and female. We are just going to use one part of that. And the plug is amazing because it came with that sleeve that you are going to pop onto the cable, and it's going to give you that extremely nice look. Previous I saw people just taping that, but that piece of kit is amazing. It will going to give it a very professional look. Let's try to make them together. And yes, they fit like a glove. This is going to be an extremely good project. Let's see, yes, they are polarized and they are nicely marked. So we've got the positive, negative. Let's make our cable. And my first cable is going to be, of course, a cigarette lighter adapter. That way I will be able to tap a 12 volt and use any ordinary car appliance from all my military batteries. So that's going to be extremely great. I will start from splitting the wire a little bit. We are going to see those two parts are equal. And looks like they are exactly the same for both male and female. We are going to see how they go. So it will clip like this. So the positive is on the bottom one. So I'm going to align it like that. Give ourselves little room. And I'm just going to solder it here. So let me grab a vise. I'm going to be using my RF soldering iron. I'm not going to go for a bigger tip because it should do the job. And as you can see, something that I love, I've got free hands. So let's try to do that. And beautiful, just see how nicely and fast the RF soldering iron works. And I'm just going to add it here. Just take a look at this. Just take a look. This is a beautiful job. Just see how nice. And now we are going to repeat the process. The RF soldering iron, that was the best purchase I ever made. Just take a look and appreciate how nicely it's making it. If I would be a hardcore guy, I would put some sort of glue before locking it, but it can be unlocked. So for today's videos, we are going to leave it as is. The positive is here, and we've got our red wire, so everything is good. And let's clip them together. And just take a look. This is looking professional. This is what I like. Let's join everything together. So our beautiful plug goes here. And we are ready to tap. Let's do a real action. Let's join them together. Go like this. And now we go and strap it nicely. We've got it nicely strapped. It's not going to move. It's not going to be unplugged. We connect our cable. And we are ready to tap our power. And let's plug something. First we are going to see, do we have any voltage. This is going to be just a simple test. We are on the DC. Let's take a look that the polarity is good. And I love those connectors. They are very good, very high quality. No problem in carrying a 10 amp. And the measurement. Polarity is good. We read 13 volt. Everything is great. Now let's grab something that is power hungry. You should know that I love different devices that are used for heating water, boiling water. This is a kid's bottle warmer that is used on a car. You put it into the cigarette lighter outlet, and we've got that flexible material that is one big heater, and it wraps around the bottle and warm up the content. Very good device, and we are going to see whether it is working. We grab our temp meter. We've got a 21 Celsius ambient. This is our probe. So we are going to see. I'm going to nicely stuff it into that sleeve. Just like that. I'm not touching it. And we are ready to plug it in. Let's see. The power is on, it's warming, and let's see. I can feel that it's warming right now. And just give it a second. It's rising. We are tapping very nicely from that military battery. Just take a look at this. That's absolutely amazing. This is great system. You can have it in your backpack. You can plug to your battery. It's not going to be undone by itself. And as you can see, we've got a 46 Celsius degree and rising. Of course, we do not have any bottle. As you can see, if I joined it to the heating element, we've got already a 60 Celsius and it's starting to be unpleasant. So this is how it looks like. It's working great. It looks great. We can unplug it from here. And just tell me, isn't that great? In simple word, this is how you do it. The best purchase of the year, the best finding in terms of military batteries. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you find it interesting. See you next time and bye bye.